Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your hostess, femininity coach, and author of The Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So we got an interesting one right here, and it speaks to something that I often talk to women about, but I'm going to let you hear the clip, and then we're going to talk about it.
34-year-old woman is demanding her ex-boyfriend pay compensation, claiming he stole her childbearing years. After nearly a decade together, she says her 38-year-old ex ended things just as she was ready to start a family. She said she put her career and her goals on hold, believing they'd have kids, and now wants him to cover fertility treatments like egg freezing or IVF. Now, the story from the New York Post has gone viral, sparking a debate. Some call it justified. Others say it's absurd to blame an ex. Legal experts say her case wouldn't hold up in court, but it is raising some questions about love, timing, and who really pays the price when relationships end. So what do you think? Does she have a point? Let us know. And download Fox Local for live streaming, news, and more.
So, Miss Lady, whoever this lady is, you're going to have to charge it to the game. This is why you do not use your time with a man that does not commit to you. You cannot do it. I tell women this all the time. You cannot allow a man to waste your time. They will do it every time. Men are not going to let you go. If they do not want you, yet you are an asset to them in some way, they will hold you there without a commitment. They will do it. Their time is not being wasted. Your time is being wasted, not theirs. They are busy. If they do what they're supposed to be doing, they are busy gaining value, getting skills, getting their money up, getting a better job, getting a better whatever it is that they, in a decade ago, if she's 34 and he's 38 right now, 10 years ago, she was 24, he was 28. He probably didn't have much going on, but he might have been, thinking about, okay, this is what I want to do. You were there. You might have been a good help to him, helping him get to a particular place. He was never going to marry you, because if he was going to marry you, he would have done that. Okay? He had no intention of marrying you. I don't know if he lied about it, led you to believe it. I don't know if he told you straight up. It could be any number of things, but the proof was in the pudding. He had no intent to marry you because he did not. Okay? Now that he is 38, he is almost 40. So that probably means he got his weight up. His life is in a place where he feel like he can really take off. You are no longer needed, ma'am. You have to go, because if he is now at a place where the money is getting done got right and all this other stuff that got right, baby, you out of there. He about to go and get the woman that he actually wants. She going to be younger, and he gonna marry her. That's what he gonna do. That's what he gonna do. This is why I tell women, stop doing that. Y'all waste y'all own time. The men who are time wasters, they do not care, because again, their time is not being wasted. They are actually making quite a good use of their time. They're actually making a good use of their time is what's happening on their side. If they can get you to commit some kind of way or to buy in without a commitment to you in a relationship, that is what he will do. Okay? It just is what it is. If you allow a man to take your youth, it is because you gave him your youth. Constantly looking for, expecting a man to marry you that has not made any strides to marry you, that has not made any intention to do so, has not discussed this with you, has not told you in no uncertain terms that this is exactly what he wants. He wants you to be his wife, and this is what he's working towards. This is how this is going to happen. If a man does not say that to you, if he does not lay that out for you, that is not what he intends for you. And I don't know how many times y'all got to do that. Y'all get wrapped up in y'all own delusion about the nature of the relationship. Y'all tell yourself these lies about, where this is going. And I keep telling y'all, women see relationship in terms of time. Men see relationship in terms of value, not time. Women think that the more time they spend with a man, the more serious this relationship is supposed to become. That is not so from the man's side. If he always saw you as a bop, you gonna be a bop. 6 months, 16 years, you gonna be a bop. It is what it is. It is very rare for a man to see you one way and then promote you to another station later on. Like, that's not very often. Okay? It is more often the case that if he just see you as a good girlfriend, or he just see you as a, whatever he see you in that is less than a wife, that is typically where you're going to stay. In his mind, in his heart, you're going to stay, you're going to remain in that space. Okay? You become a placeholder. You hold the spot. You keep the seat warm for the woman that he actually sees this future with and a wife, and see her as a wife. The woman that he sees as a wife, he saw her as that from the beginning. That is how he approached it. He didn't approach her as a bop. He didn't approach her as just a convenience. He was approaching her with a mindset that this might be the woman that I marry because I see a wife when I see her. So that is how men operate. Men operate upon the value. This is why he'll be with you 10 years and 6 months from now, he'll be engaged. Because the next woman is the woman that he saw. That was the value he saw in her as a wife. You might have been cool as a girlfriend. He probably didn't have no problem with you per se, but you were not his wife. So now that he's ready perhaps to be a husband and he wants a wife, not you, it's not you. And I know it may hurt you, but you have to take accountability for yourself. Because if he didn't have a gun to your head about this relationship, beloved, I don't know why you stayed. I don't know why 10 years, maybe a couple of years. I could give you the space for a couple of years. I could give you a couple of years, but I can't give you 10. I cannot give you 10. You came all the way up out your 20s with this man that at no point did he graduate you from good girlfriend to wife status. Again, women think the more time that she spends with a man, he's supposed to see more value in her and take the relationship to the next level. That is not how men work. Men do not work like that at all. He doesn't all of a sudden figure out that he wants you that way. Men who see their wives see that woman as a wife when he talk to her, when he see her. She actually have to mess it up. For him to not marry her, she have to do something that like gives him red flags. Like, I can't marry her man. She's not the woman that I thought that she was, or whatever the case may be. But he saw her as that, and he approached her in that energy. He didn't approach her in let me hit it and quit it energy, or any of those things. He approached her as if I want you to be my wife at some point, and not too distant in the future either. Like the time that it takes from now to Wedding is only the time that I'm using to like vet you out and make sure that I'm not making like a stupid mistake. But that is how men see relationships with women. They categorize women. Some women they just want to have sex with. Some women is a good girlfriend, but he would never marry her. Some women, he would waste no time marrying her. He definitely finna marry her. Some women, you know what I'm saying? That's just how men compartmentalize different kinds of women that he come across. You was the good girlfriend. That was your fault, beloved. You should have left. 10 years, no ring, no commitment, not even talking about it. Probably got irritated when you start talking about, girl, you just best be glad you don't have kids out of that situation. You better be glad that you didn't walk away a baby mama because you're 34. Girl, bye. Ain't nobody got time for that. The best thing that you could have did for yourself was not get pregnant in this time period. Now you need to go figure out how you need to be a wife. That's what you need to, because you thought that doing whatever it was you was doing, that was going to get you to the destination. And beloved, it did not. It didn't. So you get mad at him, talking about you stole my child. Girl, ain't nobody stole nothing from you. You stayed there and you dealt with it. He was not holding you hostage. I tell women all the time, stop that. Men who want to marry you, they say it out of their mouths. They don't need you to prompt them, and they don't need you to coerce them into it and cajole them into it and all that kind of stuff. If you got to do all of that, baby, you are not the one or the two. Okay? And y'all definitely get lulled to sleep just because he's not leaving you. He's not leaving you because that's the space you occupy. You occupy the girlfriend space. So he gonna let you be a girlfriend. You the one want to be a decade long, 15-year long, 20-year long girlfriend. Girl, bye. Did it to yourself. And you can still have a baby. At 34, if what you ain't keep yourself up or something, at 34, you can have kids. What are you saying? You infertile? That was if you're infertile, you was infertile well before 34. Because I ain't trying to hear you 34 and now you need all this help having a baby. There ain't no way. You already had fertility problems. You needed to look into that a few years ago, because it might be a reason you didn't get pregnant. Maybe it was him. Maybe it was you. Who knows? Girl, you just trying to get, girl. Please go sit down. Jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.